Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be remaking an iconic Sims 4 family, the Pancakes. I think that the pre-made Sims and even the lots and storylines in the Sims 4 could be so much better, so I've decided to remake this family and probably eventually every household and lot in the game, just to have a way more interesting save file to start playing with. The Sims 4 has so much potential and I just think the Sims and lots are so basic it can get boring quite quickly. So in this video we'll start with Eliza and Bob Pancakes. Okay, so here's the original Bob Pancakes. He's definitely one of the townies that I dislike the least. I definitely still find him very bland. And here is Eliza. Again, I don't like her overall vibe. I can't really get attached to this couple. And I know that they're Sims, but I do like keeping a certain amount of realism in my game just to kind of like feel more attached and like immersed in the game. I don't know, something just felt off about these two, so I just really wanted to change them up. And here's what I did. So this is Bob. Now, I kind of wanted to give him a little bit of a retro look with his hair and outfit and oversized glasses and everything. I've found that this really changed up his whole vibe. I did change his face a little bit and I made his skin tone a little bit more realistic because I find that on every sim in the game, their skin tone is super red. So I really sort of saw him as this artsy, musical, romantic that would like, you know, be extremely enamored with Eliza. He kind of has like a very funky vibe. So we've got romantic, art lover and music lover. And his life aspiration is to find his soulmate, which he pretty much already has in the Eliza that I've made that I'll show you in a second. And I've added some likes just to make it a little bit interesting. So he likes painting, writing, lots of different sort of things that I thought would be kind of a little bit more on the artsy side. So that's Bob. Now on to Eliza. Now she's completely different. She did keep her red hair and her glasses, but that's about it. So I kind of envisioned her as like a very boho, stylish person. Maybe she could have a creative career that matches that. But she kept the bookworm trait and I've added romantic and creative because that's the kind of vibes that she was giving off. Even though it's not really anything like the original Eliza Pancakes, this is how I really wanted to do this character. The main problem that I had with Eliza Pancakes in the game is that she does not look her age. She's a young adult in the game. She doesn't look very young to me. I've given her some likes and dislikes. We've got a few activities that I think she would enjoy, some creative things. The colours all match the colours of her outfit. I've given her the soulmate aspiration with Bob, and something I've done as well is I have changed the relationship with Bob to fiance because I thought their wedding would be really cute to have, especially with the My Wedding Stories pack that came out not too long ago. And I always make sure that I give, when I can remember anyway, my Sims a walk style to kind of match their personality because I think that gives a little bit of extra flavour to the game. So onto the outfits. This is her everyday look, very kind of laid back and at the same time stylish. I also think it's really important to add little detail to the Sims. Like she really likes the colour orange, as you can see, and she kind of like matches their outfits to her hair. And so she's got like blue, green and orange accessories mainly, and a little bit of orange and a little bit of brown, sort of earthy tones. And I really like the accessories that came in the werewolf pack that I recently downloaded. Formal. Now I never really know what formal entails. When I think of formal wear, it's like when you have a job interview or something. But in the game, I know that you can set like restaurants lot types. For example, you can have like the dress code set to formal or casual. So I kind of bear that in mind, like what would she wear to a restaurant, like a date or something. So this is a kind of thing, like maybe a bit more polished than her everyday outfits, but not too far from, you know, her personality still. Athletic, I kind of wanted to give her this very like laid back look with some cute little boho details on the jogging bottoms. Something really comfortable and flowy for her sleepwear. Party wear, I kind of did the same thing as Bob where I gave him a very like funky outfit. Definitely want to make their house interior match their kind of vibe and their aesthetic. Swimwear, hot weather and her cold weather. So yeah. Okay, so I just jumped into live mode now. I actually always said live mode, but I've saw recently that it's live mode. So I've got to get used to saying that now. Anyway, as you can see, it's hot weather, so they've both got their cute hot weather outfits on. So I went ahead and added some careers and some skills based on what I think they would do. For Eliza, I made her a freelance crafter, and I think she's going to make things like candles and things like that and work from home. I really don't like the fact that all Sims start off with no cooking skill, because like, you know, you get to adulthood and you can't even make toast without like ruining it. So what I think I'll do for all the Sims is add like some sort of base level cooking skill, just so that they don't like ruin every single meal that they make first of all, unless obviously it fits the character. So for Eliza, I've added a 3 level cooking. I've given her some like creative hobbies like cross stitch. I figured they'd both be really good at dancing because they give off this kind of like retro disco kind of vibe. This is like sort of a mix of everything. So yeah, then we got fabrication, fitness. Don't remember adding that. That might have already been part of Eliza's skills. Herbalism, because I figured she'd be quite like into natural remedies and things like that, because she's quite spiritual. And wellness, because I think she would have quite a good emotional control and, you know, meditate and things like that. So now coming over to Bob, I added him into the painting career. I actually find that quite weird. Like, you've got a salary to be a painter, but it's not like painting, decorating, it's like being an artist, but you've got a salary and an employer. I guess that would work if you're working for like a specific company and you did their art, but nevertheless I put him into the painter career because I thought it matched his art lover trait. And I figured that he does look very sort of artistic and, you know, he sort of thinks out of the box. So I thought I kind of matched that vibe a little bit. So coming over to his skills, I've given him a high level or sort of mid-range charisma, because I thought he would be like quite a good smooth talker. Cooking, again, is a little bit better than Eliza. Dancing, and I've given him some musical hobbies like piano, guitar, singing and violin. Painting, obviously, I think he already had the mixology skill. I don't remember adding that, but I thought I'd keep it. Photography, you know, if you've got an artistic eye, then you could probably take a decent photo. And also, it's so annoying when Sims take photos and there's like a big blur over it, or, you know, like a black mark and things like that. I do actually have a mod that allows you to fix those photos. It's really, really good. I actually put that in the description. I think it's Ravishing and it's photo memory, I believe. Anyway, moving on. I think he already had the video gaming skill, or he might have just started playing a video game when I loaded up the game, and the skill just added in there. So okay, so next for their house, obviously I had to change the house up because the one that they had already did not match their new personalities and skills. This is the house that I found for Bob and Eliza. So I'm more of a Cass simmer, and building is definitely not something that I am good at or pretend to be good at. So what I plan on doing is finding some really amazing builds on the gallery, and obviously I'll shout out each creator to give them credit. But I think it's really pretty. I did go ahead and modify a few little things just to make it match them and move things around. I do declutter slightly if there is a lot of clutter on the lot, because I'm scared that it will slow my game down. And also in live mode, I find it kind of clutters the visual space as well. So I like it to be a little bit cluttered, but not too much that it, you know, becomes overwhelming for the game. So I will just go ahead and show you now the original creation on the gallery. It's by Aveline YT, so I imagine they have a YouTube channel, so go and check them out if this build is something that interests you. Thank you very much. I will be putting this in my save file, and I did slightly modify it just to match my gaming style and to match Bob and Eliza. So it's just a very quirky little house with lots of plants. I figured they would like nature and things like that, and just being like that harmony with the outdoors. So I've given them lots of small details. I went ahead and changed the patterns of some of the items, some of the furniture, and made it a little bit more simple, because there is a lot going on, and I feel like in live mode it might have been too much with even more things on the walls and stuff. But it's an absolutely beautiful build, and it's exactly what I wanted for this small family of 2. So I went ahead and added some little touches that I thought matched their skills and hobbies. For example, I made a little painting area here for Bob with a little easel facing the garden, things like that. And then for Eliza, because I thought she would be a candle maker, I've gone ahead and added this little study where she would control her business from the computer maybe, and then make all of her items just behind. And then in the garden, I added a little yoga area for like meditation and things like that. And we've got a little area here for sitting around the campfire. Washing line here. I'm pretty sure this one's just decorative. Yeah, it's one of the debug items. I personally don't like having laundry on my lots because it takes up too much time, I find. It's good for if you want like ultra realistic gameplay, but it does clutter the lots slightly. So if you want to play with laundry, then I suggest adding a washing machine and a dryer on the lot. And I also added a wind turbine on the roof just because I thought they might want to reduce their impact on the environment. Okay, so I've gone ahead and moved them into the house. Now, as you can see, it matches their personality much better than their previous home. I know the storyline for the pre-made Pancakes couple was that they had marital problems, but I just found The Sims to be very boring. So this is my backstory for Eliza and Bob Pancakes. After meeting in university, Bob and Eliza clicked straight away. Bob has a love of the arts, Eliza is super creative, and both are known for their eccentric, funky sense of style, a match made in heaven. Now they're engaged, many interesting years lay ahead for this couple. Will the spark stay alight, or will settling down to a more conventional routine change things for this quirky pair? I also thought it would be more interesting, as you could see in the description, that they are not yet married, because with the recent wedding pack that came out this year, I thought it'd be really cute to have a kind of boho wedding on the beach or something for these two. So if you wanted to play with that, then you totally could. And obviously, because we started Bob off with higher painting skill level, if we go over to the easel, he can make all of these different types of paintings and art pieces. So maybe a fun idea would be to fill the house with Bob's different canvases on the walls and things like that. That's totally something you could do if you want to play with this family. And Eliza has her cute little office here that I think really suits them. So I'm very happy with how this household turned out in the end. Another big thank you to Evelyn YT for putting this on the gallery and sharing it with everyone. It's amazing. If I can find their YouTube channel, I will link them in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this, where I'll be making over other households, adding in my own that I think might be interesting for storylines, and pretty much redoing every single world in The Sims 4. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, and let me know in the comments what you thought about this. Was there anything that you would do differently maybe? Do you like the fact that I turned them into hippies? Maybe you don't. Let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Noon.